Hey guys, how are we today? I am finally feeling better. I am strep throat free. I still get a little bit of itch. I'm like, oh god, is it coming back? I know this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy video since we're trying a full face of new products, but real quick, I have noticed that I've gotten some new subscribers. So hello, welcome to my little corner of the internet. Thank you guys so much for choosing to subscribe to my channel. I know I haven't been consistent with my uploads, but I promise I'm working on it. But yeah, welcome and thank you so much for subscribing. And if you've been subscribed, welcome back. You know, I appreciate you guys so much. Today's video, we have a full face using Temu products. Yes, full face this time. All products I use are from Temu, obviously, except for like face sponges and brushes and stuff like that. But yeah, everything else Temu. How many times can I say Temu? I'm gonna say it some more. I was sent these products from Temu for my review. I'm always gonna disclaim that with you guys. I wasn't paid to say anything. These are all my opinions. I'm excited to show you guys these products. We do have some hits, we have some misses. As always with, you know, makeup, things work and things definitely don't. But let's go ahead and get started. I already primed my eyes with this Angel Eyes primer. I just know how it works, so kind of giving the palette a fair chance. This is the palette we are going in with today, and as pretty as the shades may be, this palette just does not perform. I have used it several times, as you can see. No matter what I do, I cannot get a good look with it, so I do not reach for this at all because I know I'm gonna have to put more work into my look. I did a get ready video using this, and I only used this shade here, and it still came out patchy. I just know that as pretty as it is, it's just not worth the money. Since I know I don't like this palette, and by the way, it's like super powdery, but since I know I don't like this palette, I don't want my look to be super complicated. I've done like one shade with this, I've done a rainbow look, and just no matter what, it just does not perform. That's pretty much where I'm going with the eye look. I'm not going to do much more, so I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye off camera, blend it a little bit more. Eyes done. Definitely not my best eyelash application or eyeliner work. It was just a mess. I feel like every time I use this palette, my makeup is just cursed. So these are the lashes I went in with. Again, definitely not my favorite. I do not reach for these. I'm gonna go in with this primer. This is the ML Smile Hydro Grip Primer. I wanna say it's nothing special. I haven't reached for it. I definitely was not expecting it to be that tiny, but they do tell you the measurements in the fluid ounce on the website. You just have to be better than me and actually pay attention. Compared to the e.l.f. one, this is definitely more watery. It's easier to spread out, like not as thick. It does dry down fast though, so I feel like I have to go in pretty quickly or just use a lot more than I feel like I would use with the e.l.f. one. Honestly, I don't really find it worth picking up. I'd rather just spend my money on the e.l.f. one. I actually ended up picking up two foundations. I thought this one was a concealer, but it's not. We're gonna go in with this. This is the Natural Concealer Foundation. I have it in 001. Let's just do one pump first. I'm not gonna worry about the shade in this video. Let's just see how it performs. This was one pump. I was able to do my cheeks, not really my forehead. I'm gonna go ahead and do another pump. That was kind of a big one though. And let's see how much coverage we can get. Already, I know that I'm not gonna like this as much as the other Temu foundation that I'm always using, like on and off camera. I am obsessed with that foundation. I don't have a new liquid bronzer or anything to try, so I use this Kiss Beauty one that I used last time. I love this. I use it on and off camera all the time. It blends beautifully into the skin, and for my skin tone, it's like that nice, cool but warm at the same time. I do have a new blush to use. This is the JULYSTAR Cream Gel Blush. I do remember it not being that pigmented, so I'm gonna go in with this much to start out with. And let's just plop it on the cheeks here. It's definitely going to give you that subtle blush look, if you guys can tell the difference. I definitely can in person and on camera, but I just like my blushes to be a little more intense, especially when I put the concealer on. It kind of takes it away. It could be the shade too, but this shade is a little bit deeper and almost like a It's like a dark pink and kind of matches with my bronzer. So I think for this look, I would prefer more of a bubblegum pink. But I mean, that's not the product's fault. I'm gonna put some more on my cheek, and we will put some more to build it up, see how it builds. Yeah, I think if you're more of a natural blush girly, this is really nice. The formula, it blends beautifully. I mean, you guys can see it happening like on camera. It blends beautifully. Let's see how it builds. I just think for me personally, I would sit here and just keep building and building, and then I'd have a ton of product on my face when I could take something else more pigmented for less product. It's not terrible. I just don't see myself using it because I'd have to do more layers. I'm just gonna take my sponge, kind of bring it down a little bit. Let's go ahead and use this concealer. It's like a foundation concealer. I don't really know. The titles on the website always confuse me because it'll be like concealer and then you get the product and it says foundation. So I'm assuming that it can just be used for both. There's really no rules to makeup anyways. Use it how you want to use it, you know? I forgot to do bronzer on my nose. I was wondering why I was looking off. So far the finish is really pretty. I'm definitely not getting the coverage that I like though. Let's go in with a little bit more. See if we can get that coverage. I mainly need the coverage in the inner corner here. I'm starting to get more like veiny. Looking at it up close, it's actually really pretty. I could use a little bit more, but I don't know, I just don't want to overdo it. Let's go ahead and get into some powders. I'm going to keep you guys zoomed in so we can really see how the skin is reacting to the powder. This was in my last Temu haul. It's the MACK Andy powder, and I really wasn't a big fan of this, especially using it more off camera. It's just not my favorite. It seems to cling to my dry patches a little more than other powders have. It's doing the same thing that it did last time. My under eyes look okay, but if there's any sort of dryness near my nose, it just instantly is clinging to that. And I have tried other powders that don't do that. So I'm gonna blame it on the powder. We do have some powder bronzer and everything to go into. I'm just gonna lightly set my face. Let's get into the bronzer now. So I actually got a full palette with different shades in it, kind of like a contour palette, I guess you could say. Comes with 6 shades and the pan sizes are pretty small, so it is a little frustrating to get your brush in there. I'm gonna go in with this light one first because I really don't remember how deep these were. These two are your deeper shades, so if you're fair like me, I would definitely go more towards these shades. I made the mistake of dipping into the top ones and looking a little too bronzed or too deep right now. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of baking. Let's just see how the powder works around my nose for baking and a little bit under the contour as well. Let's get into blush. I kind of lost a little bit with the powder. This is a blush duo. They are both powders, but I did see on the site that they have similar looking ones, but one is a cream and one is a powder. I think I meant to get that one, but they might have been sold out or something. Who knows? But I definitely want to try that next. And it does come with a mirror. Just didn't want to blind you guys. Cute little packaging. The pan sizes are definitely better than that contour one. Here's a comparison just so you guys can see. We're definitely going to go into this top shade here. Or maybe we'll mix around, who knows. I swear I'm unpredictable. Like I don't even know what I'm doing myself. Go in with the top one first. Definitely pigmented. Not powdery at all. None came off the brush. Ooh, yeah. Really pretty. And pigmented. I do want to deepen it up just a little bit though. I gotta be careful because these are pigmented. Before I get too carried away, let's go to the other cheek. Just mixing now. Ooh, pigmented. Be careful. I'm just gonna take my sponge. Let's tone it down a tad. This side got really blushed. Let's get into highlight, bring some dewiness back to the skin. It's looking a little too matte for my liking, as we all know. This is the highlighter we're gonna be using today. It's by Langmani, which I see a lot of their stuff on Temu, and I think most of the stuff that I've tried from them I like. So this would definitely be a brand to look out for. Again, the pan sizes are kind of annoying, you know, putting everything in that tight little area, but that's all right. We're still gonna use it. I'm gonna mix the white one and a little bit of this champagne one, and why not dip into this one as well? I have been using this off camera and I love it. I mean, just look at that already. It is a glittery highlight though, so if you're not into that, you are not gonna like this. It's definitely gonna be that glittery type of highlight that emphasizes your texture. So if you're not wanting that, then you're not gonna like this highlighter. I'm not gonna lie, that's not exactly my favorite highlight either. I tend to like more of a highlight that's not glittery, but it's gonna give me like that glow within. I really only use the glittery highlights on my nose because I don't know, I feel like it makes my nose look a little more snatched. You can see it from the front and you can see it from the back. I do not use highlight like this, but when I'm on camera, I just can't help it. Highlight looks so good on camera. Let's go ahead and get rid of some of this. And I'm just blending everything together. This is the brush that I used for my bronzer. So just kind of melt everything together. For my eyebrows, I have a ultra fine eyebrow pen. This is more of like a taupey ash brown type of color. It's not my color, but we're gonna go ahead and use it. Look how fine that tip is. Basically, I just did hair-like strokes, and then I'm gonna take a regular pencil. This one was also from Temu. I got it in my last haul. This one was too warm, but it is an ultra-fine pencil again. I typically gravitate towards smaller pencils. I just find it easier, and I'm just filling in more sparse areas and just giving my brows more of that warmth. This was too warm, the other pen is too cool, so we're getting like a little combo. Then we're just gonna brush through, kind of soften everything up a little bit. Went ahead and tried to clean up my eyes a little bit more. This is as good as it's gonna get. I just did the same thing on the bottom as the top, where the pink is in the inner corner and more purple on the outer corner. I do have a mascara to show you guys, but I only wanted to do it on the bottom lashes because it's a purple mascara. Look how purple this is. And it actually has a spiky wand, so I think it's gonna be promising. It's definitely showing up way more neon on camera than it is in person. Let's go ahead and get it on our lower lashes. You have to be super careful though, because this is a wet formula. And I could just see this getting everywhere. But I do like the spiky wand because it's easier to get the lashes coated. Ooh, let's finally get into lips, guys. I have this lip liner here. It's just your typical nude shade. I'm the type of person that once it's on my lips, I want it to stay. So usually I do prefer more of a dry formula, but I feel like this one is a little bit too dry. You guys can see it's like already clumping up. And this is gonna be more of like your brownie nude, so it might not really go with this look, but we're gonna use it anyways. Okay, for lipstick, I'm gonna go in with this chubby stick, crayon lipstick, whatever you wanna call it. It does stay on your lips. I have tested it where I was wearing it like all day and it didn't budge. Give my lips just more of that pinky tone. Super creamy, not drying at all on the lips. It's not gonna dry down to like that super dry matte formula. It's more of like a lipstick, like a cream lipstick. And yeah, so that's the lips done. The lips definitely look better in person. It's more of like a deep nude kind of tone. On camera, it's looking more like pinky orange. I do have one more lip product to try, and I'm not really excited to put it on my lips because I already know I don't like it. This is the MCD lipstick. I thought this was gonna be a gloss, but it's more of a metallic matte lipstick, if that makes sense. So it's gonna dry down to a matte, but still have that metallic glittery look. It just does not look good on the lips. It emphasizes every single dry patch. I'm gonna put it on to show you guys, obviously. I'm not gonna talk about how much I hate it and then not show you. Maybe if you just put a little bit on, it looks better. I like the tone that it's giving my lips though, giving it more of that pinky look that I was going for. Okay, but why does it not look that bad now? See, I feel like you have to try products multiple times and just sometimes figure out how to wear them. Because if this was my first impression, I would have been like, hell no. because that was my first impression. I hated this. So it's not glossy. It literally is just a lipstick with glitter in it. It's comfortable on the lips. Maybe I hated it when it started drying down, because I think that's when it really starts to break up and look cakey on your lips. Let's go ahead and wrap all this up, take my hair clips out, change my shirt. You know, I have to get the whole like aesthetic going. That's how I really start to like feel my makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and clean myself up just a little bit, and then we'll go over some final thoughts on the products. We actually do have one more product to try. This is the setting spray. It's supposed to be collagen infused and skin tightening. I just like the way it hydrates my skin, and I have used this before off camera. I found myself reaching for it as well. The only thing is, if you saw my last Temu video, it does have that cigarette smell. Less perfumey, or is it less cigarette-y and more perfumey? It's like the opposite. Hold on, let me spray and remind myself. Okay, yeah. It's more perfumey than cigarette-y. It's like the worst thing. That is not how you want your setting spray to smell. But I can't help it. It just makes my skin look so good. I can get over the smell. That's how much I like how it makes my skin look. If you didn't see my last Temu video, which I'll have it linked down below and I'll probably put it in the cards here. This is the setting spray that I got last time. It is a shimmery spray with glitter in it. I didn't notice it leaving a ton of glitter on my face, but I spoke about how it smells like cigarettes and perfume, which it still does. That hasn't changed. I would definitely go with this one over it just because it has less of that smell, and the packaging is just super pretty. I can't get over it. Let's wrap everything up, and I'm not going to go through every single product and tell you what I think. I mainly just want to tell you like the hits and the misses, things that I think are worth your money and then other things that are not. So right off the bat, I'm sure it's no surprise that I 100% do not recommend this eyeshadow palette. I got this for free for my review, and I honestly don't know what I'll do with it. I might keep it just for future video references, but other than that, not worth it. I had to keep packing on the color and then it blends away. It's patchy. It's a mess. The shades are really nice, so I wish it worked out, but it just didn't. The blush duo is definitely one that I think you should pick up. They had more shades as well, and you're getting 2 blushes for the price of 1 basically. This lipstick, I really like these as well. They're very comfortable on the lips and they had more shades. I think that's it though. The other products are just kind of like, if you're in the market for them, then sure. Nothing is like, oh my god, amazing, you absolutely need it. Some of these products though, I'm not really reaching for, so that is a bummer. I feel like this haul was kind of 50-50. I liked some products and didn't like other products. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below on this makeup look, on the products. If you're gonna pick anything up, something I should pick up. Temu does send me these products for review, so if there's something that you've been eyeing and you really want to know how it performs, I got you, girl. Just let me know what product it is and I'll definitely try it out in my next haul. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.